Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. We're like having a lot of water here. It's like storming down, so it's kind of nice. I hope you're having a good day. I want to come to speak about some important things, for we are very at the brink of a great change, and everything is perfectly okay, everything is right. When you look in the outside, everything is completely discordant, completely decadent, but there is so much momentum that has been building up in relationship to the inner light. And so I know I can count on you to continue to cultivate this light, and our power will grow, our circles will expand. There is more and more people that are awakening to this inner truth, this inner light. And it is very important to continue to cultivate this sense of well-being, of joy, because when we're joyful, when we're happy, we are so much more receptive to what the where the wisdom, to find out where the wisdom lies. And so it's not about doing something spiritual, it's about something that makes you feel good. Well, I'm talking within the health boundaries of what could be acceptable in terms of your own past. But so just, and if you're tired, just rest. Sleeping is an essential activity. Do not ever think that that if you need to sleep much, that you're lazy, for there is so much that we do during our sleep. But the truth needs to come out. There's going to be so much truth that will be coming out for just when you look at what's going on in Europe or even in America, it is completely insane. But they do not have the consentment of the people. In America, there is two opposing forces. There is like the MAGA people, Make America Great Again, the freedom fighters, so to speak, and then there is all the sleeping population that are following the narrative of the. For I used to be very liberal. Now I'm becoming much more conservator, because the left is going so much far left that it's like completely. And in Europe, I'm becoming very much more sovereign, and we have enough to control our energy supply. For in France, for example, we're a small country, but there is so much resources and talent that we have to control our monetary system. We have to control our food. Our food supply and production, and we do have to control our energy. For in the medium term, we're going to need to come out of nuclear. There's so much that can be done to replace all that. I'm not talking about those windmills that are the very ecological catastrophe. They're trying to push this electric vehicle thing, but they don't even have the electric power to sustain the basic needs of the people. So it's like everything is collapsing, though. It's like everything, this new world order, the World Economic Forum, all their plans are collapsing because there is certain energies, forces that are pushing them out, forcing the deconstruction of all that. So do not fear, and do not fear anything. For right now, in Europe, it's like the people that we do not. There is no more consentment, and the people that are ruling Brussels have nothing to do with the will of the people, and this. It is like this in 1984, George Orwell, in 1946, George Orwell writes 1984 to warn humanity of the dangers of all kinds of tyrannies. And one of the concepts is war is peace. This means to stay in peace, we need to have a permanent war going on somewhere else, and it is completely insane. It is, of course, the war machine is like making billions and trillions of dollars, so they do not want to stop. They want to convince people that there is a need for a war, but they're creating a hell timeline for themselves. So just stay at peace, continue to cultivate. No need to go into extremes. Just stay in the center, and but a lot of politicians will have to respond to they will be called to answer for crimes against humanity because of the business they've been doing with lobbies and some corporation. So what is actually the best thing to do, I ask Spirit, but it would be to take their money. So if they have all the hidden money they have hidden everywhere, that they've been collecting money in like secretly because for all the deals they made in the shadow, in the back of the people. So once all the shadows accounts are closed, I think that's what's going to be happening in the next few months. So in a sense, we want to eliminate poverty. We want to move into abundance and prosperity. Yeah? It's very for everyone. We want to eliminate poverty, give more the power to the middle class, to give them security, to give them all the basic, the comfort and basic needs, and we want to allow those who have more resources to continue to create wealth. We want to create wealth. And so. for the present crisis are planned, and they plan, they organize. They couldn't be so dumb to create so much with the inflation, and when they printing bills, they have to cut trees for that. So it's like let's ease up a little bit on that. Is because they're printing more money. They've never had the asset that would allow them to print all that money. So that means all the debts are complete illusion. So it's like all the from the not only from the central bank, but from the general banks. It's like they didn't have this money to. So we're really eager to move into this great jubilee where the finances will be free for everybody. So it's like there is a great deal of hypocrisy in terms of the climate. The climate agenda. It's all about it's like the transcendental meteorologist is like they're creating these things, but it's like I have nothing against creating a solar car, solar boats, solar jets, whatever, but understanding the internet is creating more pollution, more carbon pollution than all of the air and all the boats and all the jets. The same thing with the fashion industry. Is like 10 to 15% of all the carbon production. The carbon pollution comes from not the high end, but the low end. So it's about surconsummation. Also, if advertising were completely illegal, there was no more advertising. We would find what we need, but we wouldn't be pushed to buy product that we do not need. If people need to advertise, it's because we don't need it. Otherwise, they wouldn't need to advertise for it. So it's just a thought, but so it's like, but there is all kinds of way to produce energy in France. We're going to need in the medium term to come out of nuclear. Nuclear is much more dangerous than what we think. But for now, we need to secure our energy a little bit. There was to mention it in 1992. I was with friends. We were involved in a project to sell a technology that it produced electricity. We actually had a contract deal to sell 2 in Bogota, 1 in Medellin, and we had to sell 2 in Hawaii, but we wanted to syndicate the whole program to sell it all over America. The technology was it was in 1992, so I imagine this technology still exists and even got better by time, but it's not yet there yet. And it's about transforming garbage into electricity. For the city of Los Angeles was paying $100 a ton to get their garbage. New York was like 200 or vice versa, I'm not really sure. And then so when those garbage, we recuperate those garbage, we remove the compost that we can sell it, which is a natural fertilizer, which is non-pollutive. Then the metal are being extracted with magnets, and then everything has been burned, and then the smoke are being the smoke that comes out of those ovens, those really hot ovens, are being filtered through different stones, which would make it non-pollutive. And then we would resell the electricity. Those factories would self-finance themselves in 5 years. Most factories would self-finance in 15 years. So unfortunately, the company went out of business before we could actually sign the contract. We tried to pick it up with a Spanish technology. There was a French company, but it wasn't the time. We couldn't do it. But I think that this should be everywhere. And we should all the garbage should be, rather than throwing it in the ocean, we can make electricity out of it. And there are so many other ways. I just thought I'd bring this little anecdote. So. But what we have to do is to because we're completely unconscious on how we manage the resources. That's why it's like sometimes it's better to let everything crumble down, and then we're going to recreate on the conscious basis, conscious of the nature, the consciousness of the nature, to be to do it in a proper way. So nature is able to, because even the carbon, we made of carbon, it is our nature. The DNA is a carbon base. When we breathe out carbon monoxide, and the plants need carbon monoxide to breathe in the carbon monoxide and to breathe out oxygen. And when we breathe in oxygen, we're fueling the great central sun. Imagine a light, and every time you breathe in, just imagine this light getting bigger. So it's like there has to be a balance that needs to be found, and so So I just wanted to come and wish you a good day, to say a few things, just to trust that everything is actually perfectly fine. While in the same times we need to really stand to be stand in peace and in the present, but to be lucid in terms of what we can do to actually bring the light. For in France, there is a lot of there is not really an opposition like in America. There is the Republicans are still trying to return. No one is perfect, nothing is perfect, and the Democrats are not all. That's a bit the problem of the Republican right now, is that they do not see that there is a lot of people in the Democrat Party that maybe not in the leadership, but there is a lot. They could ally themselves with a lot of Democrats. And so that will come as well. But in France, we do not have much an opposition. It's like I do feel like it's the sovereignist movement will be very welcome to return to the integrity, to the not to give our powers to this like it's like a new world order. It's like to return to the sovereignty, and each country will find its way. But there is a whole plan that is at work, and so I thought I'm not going to get a few subjects I know that, but I think it's enough for now. I thank you very much for liking, for subscribing, to stay in touch. I thank you for sharing those messages. I thank you for commenting, and I thank you for your donations. If you're in a private session, you can send me an email. I was going to sing this song, but I couldn't find the words. I wrote it down. It's called "The Eye of the Tiger." It's about rising up to the level of our adversary. It's like there is a fight going on, but we can be a peaceful warrior. Yet to know the light of God is more powerful than any of those dark light energies. But the dark light has been very, very intense in the past, and no matter how much you come in with how much light, it was like the layers of darkness was so deep that there was an impact. And the Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, they all had a powerful impact with this divine light. But yet there hasn't. Now we're here to break the whole parameter, to break the whole system. And it will break by itself. There's nothing to do actually, but to sit, to be there, just to observe it, and to bring things into balance. So I'm going to sing this song. It's called "The Wind of Change." It talks about the change and peace, and that is coming. Will be returning. I followed the Mosva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. An August summer night, soldiers passing by, listening to the wind of change. The world is closing in, and did you ever think that we could be so close, like brothers? The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere, blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. Walking down the street, distant memories are buried in the past forever. I followed the Mosva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. The wind of change blows straight into the face of time, like a storm wind that will ring the freedom bell for peace of mind. Let your balalaika sing what my guitar wants to say. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change, in the wind of change. So be the wind of change that blow into the sail of history. And it's an historical time. We're here to fulfill that very important mission, to be the presence of light, the presence of love, the presence of truth in this world. So there will still be challenges. There's still problems to be solved, many problems, in fact. But do not just be in the present in order to address, to find the balance in the present. So we'll meet the future challenges with peace and balance as well. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day. I hope this message was interesting for you. And I'll talk to you later. Adonai.